Hey everybody, and welcome to another book review. I was super excited. This book or book series that I'm working on right now, working through right now, I should say, is a continuation of a series I started last year and one that's gotten a lot of press over the last couple of years, and that is the Six of Crows series, which is the duology in the Grishaverse series. So the Grishaverse series starts off with Shadow and Bone. There's that trilogy. And then when that trilogy ends, there's a duology afterwards. And the duology is like a continuation in the same world, but not with necessarily the same characters. If you've watched the Netflix show, Shadow and Bone, they actually meld the duology and the trilogy together, and they happen simultaneously, but in the books they don't actually happen that way. So again, this is by Leigh Bardugo, and it's really good. I honestly like it a little bit better than I did the Shadow and Bone series, just because in this one, the story is told from each character's perspective, but still kind of in third person. And it's just kind of nice to kind of get things from different perspectives. There's 6 main characters, which kudos to the author for writing a story from that many vantage points with that many main characters with so many backstories. It was just really well done. I also like that you kind of get this like drop into like everything that's happening right when the story is taking off and taking place, but then occasionally you get these backtracks of this is actually how they get to the person that they are, or how they have come together. And so I was just really pleased to kind of have that piece put in there for almost every character, just their connection to each other and how they get to being the characters that they are. And I hope that continues into the next book. So the Six of Crows is the first book, and then I'll read the second book. It was a very fast read, real easy to kind of crank through, and I really enjoyed it. So again, this is part of the Shadow and Bone kind of series, like a continuation in a different time period. And so with that, one small complaint that I have is that when I was doing some research online and looking up kind of how this book goes in, or how the series continues, it said that you can totally start with this series and then go back and read Shadow and Bone later, and I highly disagree. There was some things that were kind of foundational to the world that I kind of felt like were slightly important that you wouldn't have gotten if you hadn't read Shadow and Bone. But at the same time, I do like that this also could really honestly be a standalone. Like, you don't really necessarily need to know. And there is a little bit of a backtrack and everything, but there's a lot of references to stuff that happened previously. So the books play off each other really well. And so because of that, especially because of the continuation of this huge world that has been created, I would really give this a 4 out of 5, just to continue this world the way that she has, while also simultaneously creating something completely new within that world, is just really fascinating. It's kind of, like the difference between The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, like it's just a continuation that makes the world bigger and better. So really enjoyed this book, really enjoyed reading it, looking forward to the continuation because it left off on a cliffhanger. I don't know if it was an intentional cliffhanger, but it kind of was an intentional cliffhanger. But I really liked the twist that were in there. It was a constant twist, constantly. You think you know where it's going, and then it would twist, and then you think you're like, okay, I got it now, I got it, and then I don't have it. So I really did like that. Really enjoyed reading it. So I really look forward to reading the next book in the series. So there you have it. First actual book review of 2024. Very excited. This was actually in my Christmas haul. It's been on my list since I first watched and started reading Shadow and Bone. So it's been on my list for a while, but I got it in my Christmas hoard, and so I was very excited to get to read it. So thank you to the in-laws for purchasing books for me to read. Love that. And as always, though, please continue to suggest books. I've gotten a lot of really great suggestions, so I'm just adding them to the list and to the pile if I have them, and working through getting through some more of those book suggestions. And I'm also looking forward to just continuing to read here in 2024 and develop myself as a reader. Really trying to get back to trying to do a book a week, but we'll see. The year is still young. So again, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next book review. Bye.